You will know me as the Informant. I am not your friend. I don't have friends. For your security, you will not know me. I am not safe. You go through your daily life and you believe those who govern you have your best interest in mind. If this is true, why are topics like finance, economics, and taxes not taught in public schools? When asked what their largest expense in life was, most people claimed they spent the majority of their money on their home or transportation, both of which are wrong. Both of which average out to be less than $15,000, which is about what each person pays in taxes each year before sales tax. Let me repeat that. When you include the principal and interest you pay to your home or transportation, you will still have spent less than what you will have paid on taxes made to your income in that same year. That $15,000 is money you will never see. The deductions made to each and every deposit paid to you by your job. That is about 24% of your income. And where does this money go? It pays most importantly for military defense. It also pays for your roads, your hospitals, police, fire, etc. Or at least that's what it's supposed to do. Unfortunately, it goes to lesser things as well. Your $15,000 contribution currently pays each member of Congress a salary of $174,000 annually. Most Americans feel that they are overtaxed, and at the same time, they feel those tax dollars are grossly mishandled. If you feel victimized right now, you shouldn't. Victims relinquish ownership of their problems, looking to others to fix their problems. In other words, a victim mentality is what created the problem in the first place. Americans continually look to government to solve the solutions of the country. The more problems the government needs to solve, the harder it has to work. And the harder it has to work, the more money it deserves in payment from the population that refuses to solve those problems itself. America is the most industrial and powerful country in the world for one reason: lack of government control. The founding fathers of America realized that giving power to the population over the government would best enable the population to solve its own problems in ways the government never could. No one person can make everyone happy, and no government can either. However, each individual is best able to understand their own problems and meet their personal needs if given the power to earn and spend of their own independent will. How do you think America came to be overtaxed in the first place? It's the same victimization mentality that has the population begging to be further taxed to solve even more problems that don't apply to the majority of those who vote. The majority of Americans do not seek further education, and because of the fields they go into, they do not need that education. The majority of Americans also spend most days away from the hospital and don't find healthcare to be a top issue in their personal lives either. How many among you have student loans but work at a job that requires less education? If most people don't find the industries of healthcare and education to be a top priority in their personal life, then why does it seem to be such a big issue? That is a simple answer: corrupt media. Your government wants more money from you so that it can further victimize you through taxation and gain more power from you. Those overpaid congressmen and women want you to believe that if only you pay them and the government even more money, you will have less problems. But because the places that money will be spent doesn't apply to the majority of Americans on a daily basis, it will simply fail to improve the lives for that same majority. Now consider this: how much you could enhance your own life if you had to pay no taxes and had that additional $15,000 every year. The answer: you wouldn't improve your own life. There is a single vital problem that the majority of Americans have. That is a lack of education. The education that the top 1% of earners have and the rest do not. That education is in finance, taxes, and economics. These three topics affect 100% of American taxpayers on a daily basis, but are not taught as basic courses in the public school system. This financial education that is not in your government's interest to provide to you. Knowledge is power, and your government has all the power. I am here to give you knowledge. Your government won't give you. I am here to give you the power to manifest your destiny. I am the informant.